As the passengers load their bags into a waiting car, officers run to intercept them. At Bristol Airport, holidaymakers have just returned home from Arrecife in Lanzarote. The Canary Islands are outside of the EU for tax purposes, and there are tight restrictions on duty-free goods coming into the country. Officers are using X-ray machines to find any bags that have exceeded these limits. 3 suitcases appear to be full of cigarettes, so officers wait in the baggage hall to see if the owners will declare the goods.
Looking at the Arrecife flight, which is non-EU, so there is an allowance, 200 cigarettes, 250 grams of tobacco per adult, and we'll see if anything transpires.
Officers believe that the cigarettes they found are likely to be sold illegally. They suspect the people carrying them may not be the only ones involved.
Oh, you take them, eh?
So instead of pulling them over, they'll be followed. 2 women appear with the suspect cases, and, as anticipated, they walk straight through the Nothing to Declare channel. Officers follow close behind, and once outside, the women are joined by a male accomplice. As the passengers load their bags into a waiting car, officers run to intercept them. A quick look in the first case shows it's full of cigarettes.
Okay, car keys?
Sorry?
Keys?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And as the other 2 cases are opened, they too are stuffed to the brim with cigarettes.
At the moment, these cigarettes are all seized, all right? You understand that? Confiscated? Yes. Okay. At the moment, this vehicle is also seized. We keep the vehicle. Do you understand that?
And why?
Because the cigarettes were in the vehicle.
I need my car.
Okay, well, you have to sort that out later, but at the moment it's seized, right?
I'm only driver. These people rental me. I need my car.
What we're saying is you've used this vehicle to transport the goods. We saw them in the vehicle,
Yeah, I
and that's
don't
why
know
it's seized.
what inside the bag. What inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have cigarettes in your
Sort it all
bag?
out inside.
Yeah,
They all go inside, okay?
It may sound harsh, but the car will remain seized until they've got to the bottom of the suspected smuggling ring. The driver, who claims he's just collecting his friends and knows nothing of the suspected cigarette smuggling ring, is taken into a private room for questioning.
So who are these for?
This is mine.
For you? You smoke all of it?
Yes, I smoke.
Your friends smoke?
Yes.
Yeah.
But officers don't believe that this many cigarettes are for personal consumption only.
How many do you reckon we've got altogether, roughly? Please.
We've got to be talking 30,000, 40,000.
The passengers are questioned separately to try and establish more information about the suspected smuggling ring.
Yeah, but did you buy it? You bought it. Okay. Did you go? Did you go just to buy cigarettes?
No.
No.
Holidays.
For 1 day?
2 days.
2 days? 1 night? Yeah.
The one gentleman with the red jacket, he seems to be the money man in this organisation.
So you just carried the cigarettes free for me?
Okay.
That's fine. I understand because I am a secret and you needed the money, so you did it for the money. Okay, it's all right.
I don't know where she buying, when.
You don't know who she's buying them for? No?
All of the passengers' stories seem to contradict each other.
He knew there was fags in those cases because when we went out and he caught sight of us following him, he separated us to say, "Whoa, nothing to do with me."
Outside of the European Union, passengers are allowed to bring back a strict allowance of just 200 cigarettes.
Cigarettes are gone, okay? Seized.
You take it.
Yeah, you are over your allowance, you're not allowed any of them. No. This tells you how you can appeal, but it's up to you whether you...
I'm not reading.
You're not reading it? No? Well, that's up to you.
The man's reluctance to read the appeal procedure reinforces officers' suspicions that the cigarettes were intended to be sold. Both men leave their supposed friends behind. They'll have to find an alternative way home, since their car remains seized.
From this particular time, the action is just limited to seizure, but if they're caught repeatedly, it might be a bit more serious next time.
The female passengers also leave the airport empty-handed, and the massive haul of 37,000 cigarettes will be sent for incineration. In Birmingham, officers are investigating a suspected tax evader who's trying to take more than £3,000 in cash out to China.
I'll just tell you what's happening just now, sir. Because you've got more than £1,000 in cash, customs investigate the source of the cash. Now, as long as your money comes from a legitimate source, the money will be returned to you.
Yeah.
Now, just let me finish, right? The officer's going back to do some checks just now with the tax office to see how much you've declared over the last 3 years. So, in your suitcase downstairs, we're bringing that up just now. How much do you think you've got in there? Be honest with me.
300 to 500.
Is that all you've got in there? Yes. Right, okay.
The man's checked-in suitcase has been retrieved. Officers will exhaust every avenue to check his story.
Did you pack this bag yourself, sir? Did you
Yeah,
pack
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Everything in the bag, does it belong to you?
Yes.
Are you carrying anything for anybody else today? No.
More checks are conducted to confirm how much income tax the man has paid from his restaurant business.
I'm going to go in and check what his earnings are, okay?
With just minutes before the man's flight is due to depart, officers will have to make a very quick decision about whether to let the man leave the country with his cash.
You told me you were a director of a limited company.
Yeah, two limited.
Yeah, and you say you earn 2,500 roughly a month.
Pay the electric £6.
Once again, the officer works out the passenger's outgoings, but they don't seem to tally with what he's declared to the tax office.
We've got you declared your total income of 16,334.
16,000.
Yeah. Now, if you're saying you only earn £16,000 a year, you told me you get paid at least £800 a month from the other restaurant, okay? So that's going to take you right up to 22 grand right away.
You do the laundry.
It seems there's a big discrepancy with the man's finances. If he's to catch his flight, there's no time to argue.
Yeah, mate, what's going on with this? We need to make a decision ASAP.
Stand by.
The man gets a lucky escape.
What I'm going to do just now, sir, is I'm going to let you travel today because your flight's leaving imminently and I don't have time to do the additional checks I need to do. So I'm going to let you fly today, but I'm going to put a referral into the tax office because I believe you're not declaring the income. Put your stuff back in the case and fly today, sir, right? Okay? And that's it, finished today, okay?
Thank you.
No problem.
The man is fortunate to be allowed to leave the country with his cash, but he's likely to be in trouble with the tax office when he returns.